William Patterson University Television.
Welcome back to the desk. The New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks will be squaring off in Super Bowl 60, and the coaching carousel is in full effect. Here to tell us about it is Matthew Goldman, A.J. Tierney, Bijan, Pulley, and Jason Hook.
Yep, that's my name, Coop.
Sean Hook. Sean Hook is here. Jason Hook is here. 10 NFL teams have already fired their head coaches, and as of right now, the teams have filled their vacancy. Matthew Goldman, I will start with you. What new head coach has made the biggest impact, or you think will make the biggest impact?
Joe Brady joining the Buffalo Bills. Finally, a competent head coach in Buffalo. There was Tony Dungy, who took over for John Gruden, Jimmy Johnson for Barry Switzer. And guess what? They won Super Bowls. 4th in offensive, total offense for Joe Brady, 15th in passing yards, 1st in rushing yards, 4th in points scored. Joe Brady's legit. This guy could really bring Buffalo to the promised land. He was 1st in EPA per play, 1st in driving score rate. The Bills had their guy in-house. Josh Allen pretty much told the Pagulas, told Brandon Beane he wanted Joe Brady as his guy. I don't know if you've seen the interview on the Pat McAfee show, but Brady's amped to be in Buffalo, be the man there. He's young, and he's that fresh face they needed in Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm not shocked you went with the Bills pick.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, you're a big Bills fan. We all know this here up at the desk. Bijan, I will go to you.
I got to go with the Ravens head coach. I got to go with Jesse Minter. He was one of the best candidates in this coaching carousel, and he's a great defensive mind. With the Chargers, 5th total defense, 5th in passing yards allowed, 8th in rushing yards allowed, and 9th in points allowed. And that Chargers defense didn't necessarily have a lot of talent, a lot of high-end talent outside of Derwin James. And now you're going to give him the Swiss Army knife that is Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith, a rising star corner, Nate Wiggins. And now he has stars that can actually elevate the scheme instead of the scheme elevating the talent. I can see the Ravens being a top 5 defense and finally being the unit that they need to get over the hump and win the Super Bowl in the Lamar Jackson era.
AJ, I'll go to you. What head coach will make the biggest impact on the new team?
I think it's obvious here. I know. It's John Harbaugh to the Giants. I mean, longtime Raven head coach. He has 180 wins, 113 losses, 13 playoff wins, and 1 Super Bowl win, which he won against his younger brother, Jim Harbaugh. I gotta say, he's gonna elevate the Giants with stars like Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo, Malik Neighbors, and that defense with Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Michael McFadden. I mean, there's just so much talent all around, and he's just the right guy to build the team and take New York, where New York has been for the longest, where it's been out on the playoff drought for the longest time, back to the playoffs.
I don't know. If this doesn't work, I think everything will never work for the Giants.
If this doesn't work, I'll officially say the Giants are like the Jets and they're cursed.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, Bijan had his thumbs down here. I don't know if you want to join in on the conversation.
Well, he's a Philly fan. He's gonna be against anything.
He's gonna be against anything New York because he loves Philly.
It's all about cheesesteaks and the Liberty Bell.
Okay, that's
Pizza's
Oh,
better.
nice pocket square,
okay.
Matt Goldman.
You haven't had a good Philly cheesesteak, so don't you dare disrespect.
I think
Philly
pizza's better than Philly cheesesteaks.
All right, we got to move on. That was
All right, I will go to you, Jason Hook.
It's all about the New York chopped cheese. Mike McCarthy is my pick, the newest head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. 174 career wins, 112 losses, 11 playoff wins, and just like Harbaugh, he is a Super Bowl champion. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, but I think Mike McCarthy was a helping hand in aiding to Rodgers, 4 MVPs in his career. He developed CeeDee Lamb with the Cowboys as a wide receiver. There's a lot of young talent like Jalen Warren and Calvin Austin on this Pittsburgh Steelers team that can develop with a guy like Mike McCarthy.
But what about that defense, that aging wash defense?
Oh, no, they're terrible.
Yes.
No, nothing's fixing that, no.
I thought you'd get me excited by saying Calvin Austin or Jalen Warren. I'm not
about to say,
excited.
as soon as you
Jalen
say-
Warren doesn't get you excited?
No.
Okay, well.
And Calvin Austin definitely does not get me excited.
Well, when Mike McCarthy steps in, like I said, developing them, CeeDee Lamb, was he exciting out of college?
Yes.
Yes, he
Yeah,
was. Yes, he was.
Aaron Rodgers, was he excited out of Cal? Yeah,
Yes, he
probably.
was.
Yes, he was.
I mean, Jason, your pick, got Al in the control room livid because he loves the, Steelers. He's a huge Steelers fan.
Yeah.
I was a Steelers fan. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Al.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Al.
The NFL playoffs thus far have been unpredictable, with a lot of moments being supplemental, elevating teams to victory. I'll go to you, Mr. Hook. What playoff moment has caught your eye so far?
And it's Jason, by the way. I got to say, it was the
I said Mr.
interception. Jaquan McMillan the interception against the Buffalo Bills, it was an interception. It was the momentum shift in that game against the Bills. I'm so sorry, Matt Goldman, you are looking at me with disgust. I know your season's over. The Jets season has been over since week 1, so welcome to the club. And obviously with the Bo Nix injury and everything, Denver never really had a fair shot at making the Super Bowl in the semifinal. But nonetheless, this was the moment that shifted the momentum and led to the Broncos making it to their playoff game against the Patriots.
Mr. Matthew Goldman.
Well, touching on that, it'll be the Bo Nix ankle injury. Let's be honest, guys. Jarrett Stidham was not it. If Bo Nix started that game, I think Denver would have been in the Super Bowl. Let's be very sincere here. Nix is a way better quarterback than Stidham in all facets of the game, whether it's passing the ball, running the ball, commanding an offense. The list goes on and on and on. But even in the snow, Denver could have just relied on that defense and Nix just to play a little better. But we'll see what happens.
You mean Stidham?
Well, they could have had Nix in the game.
Oh, yeah,
had
that's
him play
true.
better, obviously.
They could have.
Nix had a legacy game against Buffalo. Him and Sean Payton work like peanut butter and jelly. It's a beautiful combination.
Yeah.
Him being out is the reason why Denver's not in the big game. And we have to talk about New England and their cupcake path to the Super Bowl.
Don't remind me.
I mean, let's be realistic here. Without Bo Nix, the Denver Broncos had no shot.
That's true.
Well, no, they did have a shot under that defense because when you have multiple All-Pros and Pro Bowlers on that defensive unit led by Vance Joseph, who could be a potential head coach candidate in this cycle still for Arizona or Las Vegas, there's always a shot.
Moving it over to Bijan.
I'm going to go with the Xavier Smith muff punt with the Rams and Seahawks game in this championship. Because after halftime, the Rams forced Seahawks to have a 3-and-out, and the way their offense was moving in the first half, it was very likely they would go down, score a touchdown, take a lead, and regain the momentum. But that muff punt by Xavier Smith changed everything and gave the ball to Seattle, I believe, at their 15-yard line. And then the play immediately after, Sam Darnold throws a touchdown pass on a post route to Jake Bobo. So at that point, all momentum was Seattle away. The Rams still kept it interesting, and they fought back, obviously, because the Rams are that great of a team. But without that muff punt, I think the Rams win that game because that's a big-time momentum play, and that set the Seahawks prime in scoring range.
Yeah, that was a game-changing play, to say the least. AJ, I'll go to you. Finish us off with question 2.
I think the only answer is Rashid Shaheed's return to the touchdown on the opening kickoff against the 49ers. My man said, let the spirit of Jacoby Jones run against the 49ers and let me take the soul out of their body right there. R.I.P. Jacoby Jones.
Who are you?
Yo.
That's
That was
AJ Tierney.
I'm AJ Tierney.
We've been gone for a month, and this is what you do now?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got a
Like it.
haircut.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to me because I cut my own hair. But that took out the soul of the 49ers. And what did Sam Darnold do?
I don't.
PTA. PTA on the 49ers. If you know, you know.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, the people.
That's it, AJ?
Yeah, that's it.
The New England Patriots traveled to the Mile High and came away with a 10-7 victory over the Denver Broncos. Hook, I know you have some highlights for us. Walk us through it.
Gladly, it was a victory for the New England Patriots, but we're going to start off
Sadly.
Jarrett Stidham dropping back. A deep ball, Marvin Mims Jr., 52 yards all the way to the Patriots 6. And then play action pass deep in the corner of the end zone. It's Cortland Sutton for 6. They get the point after. Jarrett Stidham dropping back. He's sacked, and he fumbles the ball. It's going the Patriots' way. I'm so sorry, AJ.
Don't remind me.
Oh, well, we're reminding you because we have video proof of it happening and a replay as well. A forced fumble on the sack.
It was intentional grounding.
Jarrett Stidham, QB3 in most teams, but not the Broncos. He's QB1. Drake May, speaking of QB1s, possibly the QB1 in the league. He gets the keeper for the touchdown, 7-7. Drake May. Drop it back. Can he find the open man? No, he can. He's taken down beyond the line of scrimmage. We called it a sack in the National Football League.
should have not been a
10-7 off of the Andy Borregales field goal. Will Lutz for 3. It's no good. 10-7 with 4.5 minutes left to go. Now, just over 2 minutes left. Jarrett Stidham dropping back. The snow, the ice in his face. Christian Gonzalez intercepts the ball. And A.J. Tierney has his hands in his palms. Mike Vrabel celebrating with his team. And the New England Patriots are unfortunately once again going to the Super Bowl.
Sadly.
I have a Patriots hat just to let everyone know.
Of course you do.
God.
Of course you do.
Of
Course you do, man. What's next? You got a Seattle side?
I do. I do.
Yo.
This is our
I thought you were a
bandwagon, ladies and
Dolphins
gentlemen.
fan.
I am. AJ, I'll go to you now.
Yeah.
I know you're very disappointed with this. But
That
what led to the Patriots' victory over Denver?
It's one answer and one answer only. Sean Payton, man. There'll be times I love him, and then there'll be times he does this where I'm like, Sean Payton, you better count your days. Because literally, he runs the same 10 plays over and over and over again. What do you think is going to happen? New England caught on to that. And then his decision making is probably the worst I've seen. Because instead of going for a field goal, you could be 10-0 going into half. What do? You go for it on 4th down, knowing the Patriots are just as good as you? You have a backup quarterback. Are we serious right now? Yeah, Sean Payton, I'm mad at you, bro. Do better.
Is that a threat?
It might be.
It sounded like a threat.
Bijan, I know you got some thoughts on Drake May, rushing ability, so speak to us about it.
Well, you gave away my answer, so thank you. But it's all good. But yeah, I have to go with Drake May, rushing ability. In this game, May had only 86 passing yards, but when the game-changing plays need to be made, he used his rushing ability to come up in the biggest moment, such as his QB draw TD run after the Jarrett Stidham intentional grounding. And then May scrambled a few times on 3rd down when it was like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long, when nothing was open downfield, to rush and get a 1st down. And on the last play of the game to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl, he faked the handoff Stevenson and outran the linebacker to the 1st down marker, but guess what? That wasn't the original play call. He called his own number and said, nah, I'm going to keep the ball in my hands. I'm going to take us home. And that's what he did.
Yeah, Drake May was certainly using his legs to get it done.
No doubt.
Against the Broncos. Matthew Goldman, I'll swing things over to you.
The Patriots defensive line. Let me just read these stats real quick. Christian Barmore, 2 tackles, a TFL, a sack, and a quarterback hit. Kayvon Chasen, a former first-round pick that everyone claimed was a bust. He had 3 tackles, 2 quarterback hits. Kyrus Tonga had 3 tackles and a tackle for loss. Milton Williams, the big free agent acquisition they got, paid him a lot of money. 2 quarterback hits, which were lethal down the stretch. Jarrett Stidham, R.J. Harvey, Jaleel McLaughlin were going nowhere because that defensive line was excellent. Even in the snow, even not in the snow, Broncos looked uncomfortable.
They certainly did. Mr. Hook, I will swing things over to you.
I am going to say it is the first blind quarterback in NFL history, Jarrett Stidham.
What?
I'm sorry, AJ. This is a man who
Explain your reason.
He lost this game for the Denver Broncos,
How?
and it's not his fault. We shouldn't have expected much from him. He is a QB3 on a lot of teams. He's QB2 for the Denver Broncos.
But that game
he
was not his
QB1 because I just said it wasn't his fault. So if we
So why are you saying that he was the reason why the Patriots advanced?
He is the reason why the Patriots advanced because he underperformed as a quarterback in a game like
How
this.
was he supposed to perform high when
I just said we
when little
shouldn't-
Jordan
I
Humphrey
just said- I
is
just
dropping
said-
balls?
I just
Portland
said-
Sonny is
hold on,
dropping balls.
I'm getting 3 words out. I just said you are not letting me finish the full sentence.
Finish your full sentence.
I just said we shouldn't have expected much from him.
No,
he
we
still
shouldn't.
lost the game.
It wasn't his fault though.
He is the quarterback of the losing team.
I just want to make a counter argument here. The Patriots scored 10 points. The Broncos defense is unbelievable. The reason they lost is because of Jarrett Stidham.
It was not because of Jarrett Stidham.
The guy's a bona fide
So,
scrub.
running the same 10 plays is gonna
The guy's a bona because he doesn't know the playbook like Bo Nix. When you have a backup quarterback
He's
in a
been
week's
on the team
rest.
for 3 years. Of course he knows the damn playbook.
No, he doesn't. All he does is hold the clipboard on the
He hasn't
sideline
had
and
a
wears a
But he's
hat.
still
He hasn't had a completion in 2 years of those 3 years that he's been on the team.
Okay, Bo Nix been playing phenomenal, but the moment Bo Nix went down with an ankle injury, he played the last 2 games when Russell Wilson.
I can name
reason why he's the
25
backup
backup
quarterback on the
quarterbacks
team.
better. I can name you
There
60
are,
quarterbacks.
I'm not saying Jarrett Stidham is not the best, not the worst backup quarterback.
I can name you
but
college quarterbacks better than Jarrett
You
Stidham.
probably
I can
could,
name you
but
high
he
school
wasn't the
quarterbacks
reason.
better than
There's
Jarrett
bigger fish to
Stidham.
fry. If the receivers can't catch the ball, Sean Payton's running the same damn 10 plays all the time. What do you think is gonna happen?
There's 4 letters for you. S-U-C-K. He sucks.
Not
He's also
that
going to
game.
put up
Not
more
this
than
game.
7 points in a game. I said the New England Patriots should have put up more than 10. The Broncos should have put up more than 7. A single touchdown?
I mean, honestly, Jarrett Stidham gifted the Patriots 7 points at intentional grounding. If he just took the sack.
I mean, I would say that was his fault. But also, they could have tied the game too if Sean Payton decided to go for a field goal and not let Jarrett Stidham go for it on 4th down. They should have done that.
It's a good counter argument, but you know why they didn't score any points? Because Stidham is bad.
So little Jordan Humphrey, little Jordan
Pronounce his
Humphrey.
name right.
Little Jordan Humphrey dropping 3 balls.
All right,
is not
gentlemen, I'm
his
going to have
fault.
to move this conversation along. So we're going to move it
Continue on Twitter.
to the Seattle Seahawks, the NFC game. The Seattle Seahawks won a shootout against the LA Rams 31-27, a game that came down to a fingernail. Yes, a fingernail. Matthew Goldman, why are you looking at me like that?
Fingernails are wild, Coop. Let's talk about the game, though. Sam Darnold in the pocket. Look who that is. It's Rashid Shaheed. That's a 51-yard completion before he's tripped up, and Seattle's in scoring territory. Ensuing possession now. Kenneth Walker jump cuts. Is it going to be Jared Verse? He does. That's a touchdown for Seattle. They open the game up 10-6 Seattle. Just about the 2-minute warning. Matt Stafford finds Kyron Williams, and that'll be a touchdown for the Rams. They're up 13-10. Sam Darnold now drops back right before halftime, throws a bomb. Who is that? That's JSN, and he gets decked, and he catches that football. 25 seconds, Darnold moving around in the pocket. He gets hit, and guess what? JSN again. Michael Dixon now, after they went 3 and out. That's Xavier Smith. He's calling a fair catch. Oh, my goodness. He drops it. Recovered by Seattle. And look at them. Darnold in the shotgun gets decked, and he completes a touchdown. That's Jake Bobo. Who had money on Bobo scoring a touchdown? Not me. Stafford throws a deep one. Beats the coverage there. Devontae Adams. Next play, Stafford. Look who it is, the best red zone receiver in football, Devontae Adams. 24-20, less than 5 to go in the third quarter. Darnold drops back, finds Cooper Kupp against his former team. He scores. It's a 31-20 lead for Seattle. Stafford fakes the handoff. He's deep, finds a wide open Puka Nacua, and that's a touchdown. 31-27. Rams get the ball late. Stafford needs to find somebody. Puka has the ball, but he can't get out of bounds. The clock is still rolling. And the Seattle Seahawks will be going to the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold under center.
Very entertaining highlight call from you, Goldie. Nicely done as always. Bijan, I will swing things over to you. What player carried the load for Seattle to advance to Super Bowl 60?
I mean, I got to go with Sam Darnold. In this game, he beat the narrative that Chris Shula has his number. Because in the 2 matchups before this, Sam Darnold had 2 touchdowns to 6 picks, and Shula had Darnold in a blender. He had him looking lost, or in Darnold's words, as he said in the past, looked like he had him seeing ghosts. But in this game, Sam Darnold had 346 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 picks. He came up when the Seahawks needed him most to get explosive in the air, and he delivered multiple big plays to JSN, multiple big plays, multiple big throws, in tight windows, and clutch throws when they needed him most. And in the biggest game of Sam Darnold's career, in a game I questioned, would he raise to the occasion? He did more than raise. He elevated this offense.
AJ.
I got to go with former Bronco himself, Ernest Jones IV. He has 6 tackles, 2 assists, all over the Rams defense in this game, and he's been a key factor for this defense all season. I mean, when you have a Rams with a high-scoring offense, you need defense as much as possible, and he was there for that.
Jason, I'll go to you.
I am going to go with JSN, 153 yards, 10 receptions on 12 targets, and he had a touchdown. Matt Goldman on the call. You saw that catch to about the 20 where he jumped up, had to moss a guy right behind him. He is the best receiver in the league. He was the standout performer for the Seattle Seahawks.
Mr. Goldman.
This game was heavily offensive, but I think that Nick Emenwari is the only player I've ever seen built to play the nickel position in the NFL. This guy was lethal all over the game. 5 tackles, 3 deflections, had a PFF grade over 90. Whether it was covering Puka, Devontae Adams, tight ends, running backs, whether he had to get off blocks from linemen, Nick Emenwari was excellent. He's a top 5 safety in the NFL as a rookie, which is not too far off to say. The guy was great. He is Mike McDonald's Kyle Hamilton. In that defense, Nick Emenwari was the star today, or not today's game, last week's game. It seems like it was today with my call.
That does it for this week's NFL block. Check back in next week as we preview the big game between the New England Patriots and Seattle. We will move it to the Diamond and talk the MLB offseason with Dan and the MLB guys next on WP Sports Desk.